after that heart-stopping contest between San Juan and Pampanga. We still have one more game here at the Cuneta Astrodome in Pasay City, where the Pasay Voyagers will test the mettle of Eric Pili and the rest of the Marikina Shoe Masters. The Voyagers, of course, trying to get into a better position as we head into the playoffs. Brian Hilario was the star of the show in their last win, but the Voyagers looking to stay perfect here on their home floor as they take on Marikina. It's a matchup that features two teams from the North Division again, and we'd like to welcome everyone back here in our coverage. Sila Tupas kasama si Christian Luanzon, of course, Megan Cabreras at courtside. And Christian, parang hirap tapatan ng ating last game, pero here we are.
Right.
Ang ganda na naman ng laban natin. Pasay, of course, chasing a better position in the playoffs.
Totoo, no? Especially after a win earlier by Caloocan, yung kasi yung dalawang magkasunod sa North standings. And after that win, obviously they need to win as well. Although mas lamang, ang Caloocan having, one win less than itong Pasay.
But Caloocan with one loss less.
Right, one loss less. That's what I meant. Yeah. And obviously yung pride din ng Pasay of defending their home floor, which they have been unbeaten so far.
No, syempre, Megan Cabrera, of course, from courtside, and I'm sure excited ka pa rin, Megan, even after that game between San Juan and Pampanga. What do you have for us so far from the teams that you've gathered, Marikina and Pasay?
Of course, Delphin Coach Christian, what a day we've had so far. Pero just an update on both of our teams. Para sa Marikina, alam nilang wala pang talo ang Pasay dito sa Cuneta Astrodome. Pero sabi nga nila, komportable rin naman sila dito, collecting their own respective wins in this very venue. And they will really try to spoil all that Pasay fun. Para naman sa Pasay, syempre always some comfort and confidence being at home. Sabi nga nila, they will try to outrun Marikina today to stay pristine in front of their home crowd. Si Delphin Coach Christian.
Maraming salamat, Megan. Will be, pasusundan namin ng mga reports mo later on. No? Tingnan natin ang North Division standing. Silipin na natin just to remind everyone what's going on. Number 6 ang Pasay ngayon. Caloocan right in their coattails. A 3-game winning streak para sa kanila. And 15-9. Marikina, out of it already. Pero ang maganda lang dito, Marikina, even with their record, they always put up a really good fight against even the stronger teams.
That's true. And, this is what we meant earlier, that you look at the 6 and 7, Caloocan winning earlier, one win less, but at the same time, one loss less as well. So gusto nilang lumamang ng dalawang panalo kalaban ng Caloocan dahil hinahabol nila. May chance pa silang, maybe at best, that third spot, depending on what happens to Nueva Ecija. But that fourth spot, medyo realistic yan para sa Pasay. Obviously, they gotta continue winning.
And syempre, that fourth spot gets you one home game in the first round of the playoffs. So malaking bagay yan, especially dito sa bahay nila na magandang pinapakita nila. Marikina, in their last game, they lost to Paranaque 88-78. And even though Marlon Basco, Mong Basco's been playing well for them this season, kulang talaga itong performance so far ng Marikina. They've been short. They've fallen short numerous times. But there are bright spots to this team.
Especially this guy in the last one. You see Eric Pili, who top scored with 22 points. Where this was a game wherein, it was tied at the half, but that third quarter has made a big difference. Their defense, talking about Marikina, was an issue as you look at these numbers right here. Why? Because Paranaque outscored them 31-22. At itong si Oligario at si Oduba, who had a triple-double, by the way, that night, scored 18 of the 31 points. 22 points lamang ang na-score ng Marikina nung third quarter na yun. And that third quarter, turned out to be the biggest difference in this game. They end up losing by 10.
Yeah, Pasay naman. And we mentioned Brian Hilario at the top of the coverage, and he was outstanding in their last game. It was an 87-59 win over the Imos Agima to, this was a game in Abra, and making the trip worth it is this victory.
Right. Kung merong Game of Thrones, there's also a phrase called Game of Interest, parang sa bangko. Bakit? Kasi lumamang na kagad itong Pasay from the get-go. First quarter, plus 10. Second quarter, plus 20. Third quarter, plus 24. Fourth quarter, after the game, plus 28. 87-59. Compounding yung naging interest nila. Yun ang naging kalamangan. All 14 players who played scored. 3 players in double figures. Best player came off the bench, Brian Hilario. What an outstanding season for him. He just seems always prepared, and he's going to look to contribute once again to defend their home floor to stay unbeaten.
Oh, now Marikina and Pasay all set to take the floor. Let's go to Miguel Pereira for the starting lineups.
To meet our starters. First, for Marikina, Shoemasters. Starting at guard number 0, Jetro Escoto. Also at guard number 22, R.R. Casajeros. Center number 41, Marlon Basco. Forward number 17, Gamma Evangelista. And the other forward number 5, Eric Pili. The head coach for the Shoemasters is Rizal Castro. Assistant coaches John Paul Basilan, Monroe Quezon, Fernando Bunag, and JC Lim. Team managers are Leo Correa and Dr. Rianji Pioquinto. And now, Cuneta Astrodome, get on your feet, cause it's time to meet the starting unit of your Pasay Voyagers. Starting at forward number 9, AJ Coronel. The other forward number 13, Dr. Fly, Don Reverente. Starting at guard number 5, Axel Inigo. Center number 4, Warren Bonifacio. And the other guard number 1, Lawrence Victoria. The head coach for your Pasay Voyagers is Marlon Keith Martin. Assistant coaches Vic Escudero, Hubert De Los Santos, Willie Generalao, Windel Cadiz, Cholo Martin, and Adrian Bucal. Team manager is Jonathan Tolibas. Team owners are Mickey Ligot, Raul Bacalso, Lavin Castro, JD Castro, and Dian Calixto Rubiano. Referees for this ball game are
Starting 5 brought to you by SportsMax, powered by PlayMax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max. Jethro Escoto, R.R. Casajeros, Mong Basco, Gama Evangelista, and Eric Pili magsisimula para sa Shoemasters. On the other side, Pasay, the home team, Axel Inigo, Lawrence Victoria, Warren Bonifacio, Don Reverente, and AJ Coronel. The Voyagers looking to take care of business at home and continue their rise in the North Division. Marikina wins the tip. It's with Jethro Escoto. He's in trouble and they turn the ball over.
Always not a good sign.
It is not a good sign indeed. The last time we covered and
Oh
there's
my
a team,
gosh.
and there was a team who turned the ball over in their first possession.
A team I will not name na pinasa sa akin yung bola. Pero
In the first possession, ended up losing.
Yep.
Okay. And they get the stop, Marikina. Mong Basco. Eric Pili launches a 3. It's good.
now that's a great sign.
Ikaw tiningnan mo kagad ang first possession eh. Pangalawang possession, tingnan mo.
Eh parang ace of base lang yan, di ba?
Ano,
I saw
I saw-
the sign.
Okay. Inabot ko yan.
Yan.
Inabot ko yan.
Si Megan kaya.
Baka hindi. Jethro Escoto wisely waits for Pili. Scoop layup won't go. Tip in ni Evangelista ends up with Reverente. Lawrence Victoria, the North All-Star starter. Warren Bonifacio got the step on Basco, but a great defense by Marikina to force the turnover.
Something Warren Bonifacio is going to have a feast on as long as Marlon Basco is inside. Obviously, being at least 2 decades younger, he should have the foot speed. Turnover, Marikina.
Reverente with the offensive rebound. 2 points for Pasay.
Specialty of the house. Reverente, offensive rebound, stick back.
And Pasay, over the course of the season, ang ganda din yung pag-establish ng identity ng team na to. And Coach Marlon Martin has done a marvelous job here for this franchise.
No question. And I think that's one thing he has never failed on. His team having an identity. And I think that identity is that number one, laging yung team niya, win or lose, will fight. They will go down with a fight. They will win fighting. And one of my favorite words to use, by the way, especially, Anyway. And at the same time, I think that everybody eats. One of the more unselfish teams we have in the league. Coach Marlon Martin, a master of the sets. Yung alam niya, hindi lang yung iikot yung bola eh. Kung kanino rin babagsak yung bola. Lalo na dumating ngayon, si Lawrence Victoria.
Yeah,
when he started, it was guys like, nandito na ba siya nung time ni Ludovice?
No, not yet.
Wala pa.
Fast break of the game is brought to you by Sportsmax, powered by Playmax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max. Pili with a finish.
Pero Verente,
yeah, and
sabay sila. He was very much yung parang go-to player. He double figure siya nun. Pero tulad ngayon, dumating si Victoria.
Juan Bonifacio this season pumasok.
Right. And how can we forget? Obviously, John Hamon.
Yeah, before. And then, actually, yun nga yung player development as well.
Right.
Laki ng improvement ni Lawrence Victoria. A much better player than from last season.
Kumbaga, may sistema, pero yung sistema mo, may binabagsakan at yung tamang binabagsakan. That's why, tulad na nabanggit mo from the start of the coverage, this guy on the line, all-star starter. Warren Bonifacio also is an all-star.
Yeah, he is an all-star and deservedly so.
Oo.
Mintis ang unang free throw ni Lawrence Victoria, the 1-2 punch. And you got guys like AJ Coronel,
who's you could say a star in his role.
Yeah, and Inigo, of course, big time player, big shots, when it comes to big games, yung poise and composure niya. And last time I covered here is actually that win against Quezon, and that snap. This is a graveyard of winning streaks. By the way,
na-break din yung winning. What was that? 14-0?
16.
16-0 ng Quezon. No? Inigo was the best player.
Yeah.
Was he a part of the FEU championship team nung time ni Coach Nash? I believe nakalipat na siya nun from Adamson.
Si Achi.
Maybe Achi.
Mamaya magte-text yan si Achi.
One of them.
Yun. Well, Achi played earlier.
Imposibleng tatay nila.
Imposible talaga. Although magkapangalan sila lahat.
Correct.
11-3 though. Lamang ang Marikina. Early goings ng ating laro. Pasay always has this one big burst every half dito. And it usually happens with their second unit, actually. Guys like Tabi, Jasper Salenga, yan. Mga X-factor nila yan.
Totoo.
11-5.
Si Brian Hilario pa.
Oo, may Brian Hilario ka pa.
Who has replaced, you could say, Elvin Chan as the crowd favorite. Pag tumatakbo pa lang sa gilid, pumapalakpak, sumisigaw na yung mga tao.
Homegrown player. Pareho pala, homegrown players. Victoria gets it back. Launches the three. That won't go. Rebound ni Escoto. Marikina just going through their sets here. That's
offensive foul.
An illegal pick on Gama Evangelista.
Right here as Pili, little late. And may konting extension ng left shoulder.
That's true. Inigo wants the ball to Juan Bonifacio. Here's Bonifacio. There's a double team. Medyo
Poor spacing.
alanganin ng spacing.
Yep.
And you see that, you know, Coach Marlon on the other side.
Right.
With the way things were running there for the Voyagers.
Alley-oop.
Oh, what a play.
Hindi lang
Hindi-
na-execute yung pasa.
Bonifacio for 3.
Basco on the other end.
Rim run. Kuya Mong. No good. Rebound ni Escoto. Lawas kay Pili. Everente with a power rebound. Quickly to Victoria. Back the other way. Pasay. Lawrence. Everente with the pick. Victoria drives. Kick out. Warren. Lumapit. Drop pass. AJ Coronel for 2.
A lot of people say, obviously, the most dangerous guy on the floor is the guy with the basketball, but off-ball movement, especially if it's a cut towards the basket, as important as well. Coronel doing a good job doing that.
Pili.
Offensive foul.
That's an offensive foul. Tingnan natin ang ating play of the game brought to you by Suzuki. Bonifacio passes up on the open 3 and attacks, and nakita niya, nag-cut etong si AJ Coronel for the 2 points. 13-7, home team down in early stages of this ball game. 6 minutes gone by. Manalang is in the game together with Salenga, but Juan Bonifacio knocks down the jumper. 13-9.
It looks simple, that those are the type of shots that players repeatedly practice every day, whether it's a team skill work or an individual workout. Estacio, tough shot. Good challenge by Salenga.
Manalang. And it's Jomel Landayan. Bonifacio trying to get past Mong Basco. Salenga for 3. It's good.
Good pass by Bonifacio, not forcing the issue, but creating slim advantage for Salenga for that clean look.
Salenga to Coronel. They go down low again to Warren. Bonifacio. Nasa gitna, nag-cut si Reverente, naagaw ng Marikina. Casajeros, fouled by Manalang.
Smart foul right there, unless it's a foul while a shooting foul, or is it a non-shooting foul?
I don't think so. This 3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop. Appliances. Salenga knocks it down from beyond the arc.
Turned up as a good foul. Wala pa sa penalty. Both teams having 3. That stops the 2-on-1 fast break. Inbound ngayon ang Marikina.
Cordillera. Tugama takes the jumper.
Short.
It's an air ball. Brian Hilario is in the game. And last touch ni Brian. 13-12.
At this point of the season, I've noticed that coaches have learned to ignore their players. Pag sinasabi, hindi ko nahawakan para challenge.
Yeah, actually. Ooh. Salenga with the error.
Especially if it's early in the ball game. Because those challenge,
Parang na ano rin.
it could mean a lot
Oh,
in the end.
natututo rin yung mga
Diba?
coaches natin.
Kahit na sabihin mong totoo, yung sinasabi ng player, you have to assess also yung risk
Yeah.
of making that challenge, especially early part in the ball game.
Yeah, so-
Estacio, pressured by Salenga, forces a turnover.
Kanyal, Miles Kanyal is in the ball game. Pinalitan si Warren Bonifacio. A good pickup para sa Pasay.
Adding more size to that front court.
So this is the second unit already. Tabi, Manalang, Kanyal, Hilario, and Salenga. And Brian Hilario, instant offense.
He just looks comfortable every time he gets the basketball. Especially 15, 17 feet pull up. Makes that look so easy.
Coreniera knocks it down. 16-14. As Marikina has regained the advantage. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first. Manalang.
They're gonna post up Hilario once again.
Hilario.
Wala sa balanse.
Oo. Muntik pa. Evangelista keeps it alive. That is
Turnover.
Tabi. Shot clock. Reads 14 for Pasay. Tabi. Tabi knew there was parang natatakam yung depensa mo. I-foul siya. Nacho Vito in the game. Pinalitan si Gama Evangelista. Coach Rizal Castro giving Gama some advice there. Hilario. Lumanalang. Nice fake. Nahanap si Kanyal sa ilalim. 2 points para kay Miles.
One of the more effective weapons in basketball, that shot fake. You can fool a lot of players, especially if you sell it well. Manalang did a good job of doing that and was patient enough, as you mentioned. It finds Kanyal underneath. Estacio with a nice basket.
Marikina regains the lead, 18-16. Hilario against Codinera. Oh, Brian Hilario. That up fake again before kissing it off the glass, tied at 18.
This is why I think this is one of the best crowds, one of the best crowds in the MPBL. It's not always full, but it's a good-sized crowd, and they're one of the most engaged crowds.
Yeah.
It feels like in every play they're involved. You know that they're watching. They're not just here scrolling down on their phones.
That's true. Always
kahit sa warm-up pa lang, pag may ginagawa yung mga player, di ba, narinig mo yung mga oohs and ahs.
always on the, always expecting a good game.
Di ba?
And it helps also that this team is winning here.
Right. I think it's a big part of why they're winning. And I don't see that as a coincidence that they're, 8-0 dito in their home floor. Fans certainly help.
They're tied at 18 at the end of one. Pasay Voyagers, slow start para sa kanila. One guy who did not have a slow start was Eric Pili. And that first period had 7 for his team. Pero unti-unti nakabalik ang Voyagers. And Brian Hilario coming off the bench once again with his brilliant move. And we end the first period tied at 18. First quarter score brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. What a matchup this is. Eric Pili and Lawrence Victoria. And third pareho player. Nasa 13 points ang average. Madikdikit din sila sa rebounds. And of course, Lawrence, a lot of touches for him. He's one of the assist leaders with 5 per ball game. And for more on this matchup, let's go to Megan Cabrera.
So Delph, Eric Pili keeping his competitive spirit alive, shares that basketball pa rin to. So despite being out of playoffs contention, mas masarap pa rin manalo. So despite nursing a minor injury on his right shoulder, at kahit nga raw may mga teammates siyang kulang like Santa Ana and Ujan, they will continue to fight, lalo na hindi sila dumayo para sa wala. And syempre alam naman natin ang basketball, may wear and tear talaga yan sa katawan. So Lawrence Victoria is also nursing a foot injury at kakagaling nga raw sa sakit, but pushing through to really help build build their team in time for playoffs. Sabi nga niya, all their teammates are starting to gain confidence, kaya ayaw nilang pakawalan to. Sa Delphin Coach Christian.
Maraming salamat, Megan. Two players with, clearly, nakita mo magandang mindset ng dalawang players na to. That's the reason why nandun sila, sa tuktok in terms of the pecking order for the respective teams.
Tama yan, no? And we always say that even though you're out of playoff, contention, this is always a tryout for you.
Yeah.
Yung mga ganitong klaseng laro. Either a tryout for your team, unless you have like a multi-year contract, which is rare in our league. Kung meron man, maybe only a few players have it. But every season you're going to be renewed, and you not only want to be renewed, obviously you want to get paid. And this is what you do. Hindi na to yung hobby lang na nung elementary high school ka na gusto mong magpapawis. Ito, aside from representing a city, your respective city, this is your job. And for most of these players, this is what put food on the table. That's why importante every game you gotta do it well.
Yeah. And parehong bata pa, young, and they got a bright future ahead of them. Dalawang players na yun. Eric Pili is in a really good situation kahit na nasa mababa yung ranking ng Marikina, because
right.
Historically speaking, some of the stars of this team have ended up playing for bigger,
in a better place.
Yeah, bigger franchise. Enzo Hoson was the star 2 years ago,
right.
and now he's with
Tolentino,
South Cotabato, Kyle Tolentino as well.
Ives Sazon.
Yeah.
Although his team right now not winning, but dito siya nagsimula, has made a name for himself as one of the absolute bucket getters sa liga.
Joe Gomez de Llano as well has
Right.
moved on to Pampanga.
From a non-playoff team to a championship contender.
Yeah.
Hindi lang playoff team. Pwede pa mag-champion ulit.
And also this season, Miggy Cortez briefly saw action.
He did. I remember, a few
Marikina.
games.
Oh. And did well, pretty well actually. Jasper for 3. It's good. He's been an X factor for this team.
He's just one of those guys wherein if you haven't seen him play, but the way he moves, the way he dribbles, has a little bit swagger sa kanyang body language. He's a baller. Tapos yung kulay pa ng buhok.
Kulay ng sapatos.
Di ba? Ito player to.
A 3-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Ikaw din naman, partner. Pag nakita ko, player ka.
Talaga. Except for the kulay ng buhok.
Wala ka niyan.
Pero itong si Jasper, player na Japorms pa. May iba kasi, di ba? Ako minsan, puro Japorms lang.
Di ba, triple-double ka naman daw sa liga.
Wow, thank you.
I follow that, okay? I will follow your progress. I know you're coming off an injury, but alam ko rin yung character mo sa player. You have an innate competitive fire that still burns.
Okay. Let's turn to the next page.
Ayaw niyang i-analyze ko siya, mga kaibigan. Bonifacio inside. Blocked by Basco. Recovered by Reverente. And he gets the 2 points.
Reverente, right now, even though he has advanced in years, certainly a player that you know so well.
Of course. One of my favorites.
That you know so well. Has been really one of the cornerstones of this franchise.
A staple of this franchise. Actually made the second mythical team in
his first season here.
Yeah, it was season 3, I believe. So, yun yung unang season niya. Siya yung representative ng Pasay doon. Talenga.
With a hard foul, Judy foul, and I'll never forget Pangilan season na to ni pangatlo. Tama? Sa Pasay?
Ni Don?
Yeah? Maybe
Yeah,
fourth?
Yeah, but he played, in the 3-on-3 circuit. As we take a look at this putback from Don, he got drafted.
But I remember, and I'll never forget when Pasay signed him, but before that, and, him and Coach Marlon, they go way back.
Yeah.
They go way back. And I believe at that time, Reverente was being pursued by another team. I just forgot who. Offering him, I believe,
More?
more, maybe close to 6 figures. And then Coach Marlon Martin, with that sales pitch, dyan, mas malaki makukuha mo. Pero dito, siguradong gamit ka.
Yeah, alam
and
ko,
you'll be the
alam
main
ko.
man.
Alam ko.
Kung paano kang gamitin. Dyan, hindi ka sigurado kung paano ka gagamitin. And that was enough for him to take less and have more responsibility, and the rest is history. He's still here.
Yeah.
With this franchise and with Coach Marlon Martin.
Still effective as well. Nice pass to Victoria. That's a 3. 4 points now para kay Lawrence Victoria. That's his first field goal of the ball game.
And the go-ahead basket, as Marikina pretty much has been in the driver's seat since the start of this game. Christian Charlesworth.
Everente with the rebound. That's her favorite player.
Yep.
Hindi na ako nakapag-daily fantasy dito
That's one thing about this league, no? Napaka-konti lang na Christian.
Talaga?
Parang konti lang. Sino maisip mo?
Christian Pajarito.
Okay.
Christian Charlesworth.
Okay. Estacio hits one.
Christian Luanzon. Pero nasa panel.
This is one player that every time I see Marikina, I always look forward to seeing him play. Has a lot in his bag as well.
Also from the vaunted St. Clair program of Coach Ginino.
Right. And has certainly, through the months of the season, grown that mustache. Mukhang impluensya ni Orlan Mamarin.
Kaya nga. We have a timeout here as we are tied at 28. Sakto, kalahati ng ating second quarter. We'll be right back. On September 7, we will be in Zamboanga City para sa All-Star Game presented by SICAT, the executive game, the All-Star Game, the three-point shootout, and the highly anticipated dunk contest as well. And
Sino mga kasali? Come on, tell me.
sa dunk contest, syempre, CJ Ganya of Negros.
Correct, Negros.
He will defend his title.
Ating Pampanga yan.
Poy Aktu.
Tama ba?
Oo.
Oh.
Poy Aktu will be there.
Robinyan.
Yes, Rodel Gravera will be there. Joe Gomez de Llano will be there.
Ng Pampanga.
So, Mark Meneses of Pangasinan will be there.
Right. No, maganda rin lumipad yung
Oo,
batang
so
yan.
marami-rami ang ating aabangan in that dunk contest. I'll give you a few more names. Medyo last week pa kasi yung announcement na kailangan nating balikan.
So maraming participants, ha?
Yeah, actually I think there's 6 of them in the dunk contest. No, so magandang field. Even the 3-point shootout, 14 yata ang kasali.
Nice.
14
Will
kasali.
Orlan Wamar try to defend this ground?
Yes. He's in the All-Star game, so he might as well.
Right?
Kalaban niya ang kanyang kakampi, I think, AC Soberano. Sa 3-point shootout. Saan ka doon? Saan ka doon?
I'm going for Soberano.
Ah! Oh, Orlan, rinig mo yun, ha? Sa Manu Cordonera knocks down the 3. My partner. Pinili ka niyang best player kanina. Pero,
Both from an eye test and data basis.
Okay.
49% for the season. Come on, AC.
and Diane misses the jumper. Ito kasali din to. Axel. Yeah. Bonifacio for 3. No. Ordinera with the rebound. Marikina trying to extend the lead here, 31-28. Casajeros waits for Estacio. That won't go. Rebound, Lawrence Victoria. Victoria attacks.
Good pass.
Salenga atake ulit. Salenga left-handed scoop.
It's just poor defense by Marikina. Allowing the pass. That was actually an open shot by Salenga, but the redrive on the drive by Salenga still was uncontested. Easy layup for him.
Estacio. And Diane. Back to Estacio against Inigo. Okay, kumpletuhin ko ang 3-point shootout.
Fire away.
Dennis Santos, Domark Matiliano, a former champion, Axel Inigo, Kurt Rayson, Cranial Veloria, Ronnie Alonte, Ryan Sual,
From Sarangani.
Choi Ignacio, Jonathan Hesalem, AC Soberano, Ives Sazon, Wendelino Comboy, and Jeramer Cabanag.
I'm going for AC Soberano.
Okay. They're ready to take on all challengers. It's going to be an interesting one. Marikina, 8 of 9 from the line, make that 9 of 10. And they've stayed in front here, 32-30 against the Pasay Voyagers. Still waiting for that big run para dito sa Voyagers here in their home floor. We will be right back. And Jasper Salenga finished with 10 points against Imos, 8 in the final quarter. 4 of 9 shooting para sa kanya, and one of the key contributors this season para dito sa Pasay Voyagers. 8 points so far, perfect, 3 of 3. To go with 3 rebounds. But the Voyagers still down by 2 against Eric Pili and company. Under 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. Lawrence Victoria.
Zone. Defense by Marikina.
Naagaw ni Eric Pili.
Successful.
Here's Pili, steps back. Nahanap si Escoto sa ilalim, and he scores plus the foul.
These two, Escoto and Pili, seems to have a good connection.
That's true.
Every game. No, ever since.
And gusto mo malaman kung saan nag-aral si Escoto?
Saan?
UST.
Oh,
See? Nag-iba yung ano mo eh. Nag-iba kagad yung pagtingin mo sa player eh.
kaya pala.
Oh, kaya pala.
Oh, I've always had that feeling about him. Kaya nasabi ko yun eh.
Okay. Okay. 35-30. Lawrence. Voyager still down by 5 here. Bonifacio. Escoto right there in the double team. Victoria swings it over. Salenga from the corner. It's good.
That's off the Bonifacio double team. Good skip pass to the other side. Extra pass to the corner. And a 3 by Pasay.
Pasay is in a good position right now. But I can only imagine if, they still had Patrick Sleet in this lineup. As Eric Pili knocks down the 3. 38.
Big loss to them, obviously.
Nung palis na si Patrick Sleet, he was scoring, I think he scored 30 against Manila. 30 plus. And we take a look at this 3-ball galing kay Salenga na sinagot naman ni Eric Pili on the other side. And Eric Pili.
Beautiful step back.
Now into double figures. He's got 10 points in the ball game. And he gives Marikina a 5-point lead. $22 points against Parañaque, Eric Joseph Pili. An outstanding season so far for the Marikina guard. And, as we mentioned, one of the bright spots this season for this franchise. 10 points, 4 of 6 shooting para kay Eric Pili.
Averaging 13 a game on close to 24, 25 minutes.
Ang kwento nila, kasama natin si Javi Palani. I think, sa rec league na nilalaroan nila before MPBL, Eric Pili was their go-to guy. Nawalan sila ng go-to guy.
Dahil napunta rito.
Oo. And syempre, not a lot of, medyo nawala sa radar to si Eric Pili after playing for College of St. Benil for a while. Tingnan natin, last touch si Jasper Salenga dyan. Yes. 38-33, Marikina looking to extend the lead. Escoto takes the 3, short. Basco. Escoto gets it back. No. And Marikina, only their second team foul. Medyo may ako dito, no? With the way Pasay is playing at the moment, parang I feel
a little
like,
passive.
Yeah, I feel like, they're lacking that urgency.
Exactly.
Na kailangan mo for a playoff-bound team.
Right. And it's not that they're playing poorly, it's just that it's passive-aggressive. They're gonna respond, once na nakita nila makaraki. Tulad nito, 5-point lead to 3 points. It hasn't been consistent since the first quarter.
Yeah, the level of intensity.
Right, in terms of the level of intensity. That's why itong 48 seconds, because babalik pa sa kanila yung possession, I think it's crucial for them just to build a little bit of momentum heading into halftime and to start the third quarter eventually.
Inigo knocks down the 3.
Daddy Inigo yun.
Oo. Trims the deficit to 2. We'll be right back. Nagbabalik ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino dito sa Cuneta Astrodome in Pasay City. Si Dev Tupas kasama si Christian Luanzon and Megan Cabrera bringing you the game. 38-36 ang ating score. And there's a warning on the bench of Pasay for unsportsmanlike behavior.
A little full court, man-to-man pressure after a timeout. Should delay the offense and almost force a turnover as Escoto slips.
Casajeros can go for a 2-for-1 here, but Coronel comes up with a block. Victoria waits for Bonifacio. Salenga atras sa 3-point line. That's short. Bonifacio, 2 points.
Excellent challenge by Pili to prevent the three. The problem was nobody boxing out the trailing Bonifacio for the stick back. Last possession for Marikina.
There's Eric Pili. 5 seconds. Pili launches.
Off left.
It's off to the left. And we are back to where we started. Tied. Even. 38 all at the end of 2 quarters dito sa Cuneta Astrodome in Pasay City. This halftime score is brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX.
Still here at the half of Marikina versus Pasay at kasama ko nga ngayon si Mayor Emmy Calixto Rubiano, team owner ng Pasay. Ayan, naririnig na natin ang crowd. Alam naman natin, dikitan yung laban so far. Ano masasabi mo sa pinapakita ng Pasay ngayon?
Unang-una, batiin ko muna ang aking mga minamahal na mga taga-Pasay na tapat kong pinaglilingkuran. Yes, exciting ang game at nakita ko nga, dikitan talaga. Pero syempre, lagi sa isang game, sabihin natin bilog ang bola. Pero naniniwala ako sa kakayahan ng Pasay Voyagers at ang kanilang teamwork ay gagana dahil dito, together everyone achieves more.
And what can you say about the unending support of all of the people from Pasay dito sa MPBL and syempre para sa Pasay team?
Unang-una, nakakatuwa kasi kitang-kita talaga natin na ang mga taga-Pasay mahilig talaga sa larong basketball. Dahil kahit saang kanto makikita mo, basta't merong kahit maliliit na parang court, talagang paglalaroan yan any time of the day. At ako po ay natutuwa at nagpapasalamat sa lahat ng mga Pasayenyo sa pag-ikita nila ng suporta sa MPBL. Mula nung nag-umpisa hanggang sa ngayon at lalo pang umiigting ang suporta nila sa Pasay Voyagers dahil natutuwa kami at ito ay pride namin sa Pasay.
Syempre, Mayor, message para sa lahat ng lumabas at nanood ng live ngayon. At syempre, yung mga nanonood na rin natin online.
Sa lahat ng MPBL followers and fans, syempre, mag-enjoy lang tayo sa pagnood at talagang suportahan natin ang ganitong mga programa dahil nagiging malulusog ang ating mga kababayan, hindi lang physically, pati yung mental capacity nila dahil iniisip nila paano ba mapapanalo ang ball game at dito talagang makakaiwas pa tayo sa mga bisyo imbis na doon mapapunta ang malagang oras sa pampalakasan na lang katulad nitong ginagawa sa MPBL.
Thank you so much, Mayor. More action when we return.
The stars have aligned, and now we are dead set for our MPBL All-Star game.
Are you ready for more?
Pacquiao finally knocks down.
Discount All-Star Executives.
The man you have all been waiting for. How many times have we seen that, and it still doesn't get tiring to watch? A love to himself. For the tie! Oh no! No! That is it! 3-point shootout champion, Orlan Wamar! The crown will belong to the guy from the Pampanga Giant Lanterns. Our champion is CJ Ganya! Boy Aktu from downtown and leaner, yes sir. The run, Serrano on the move, Serrano all the way.
Oh my goodness, there we go. That's our first dunk of the game.
MPBL All-Star Game winner, the North All-Stars.
Mga kabasketball, handa na ba kayo? Makisaya ngayong September 7 sa Zamboanga City para sa 2024 Sikat MPBL All-Star Game. Iba ang sigla at laban sa Zamboanga. Suporta kita kung mga manlalaro MPBL, ang Liga ng Bayan. Basta Zamboanga, sikat.
Halftime dito sa Cuneta Astrodome, Marikina and Pasay tied at 38 at the end of the first half, and we saw a lot of highlights for Marikina actually, because they were the ones who took the initiative, and it felt like Pasay was just playing catch-up for almost the entire first half.
That's true. We mentioned that, no, yung pagiging passive, no, yung approach nila sa larong ito. They would respond once na, Marikina would have some sort of like a mini run.
Yeah.
And buti lang maganda yung pag-end nila nung second quarter. Ended that run with 5-0 run. They get first possession to start the third quarter. And I thought, Marikina, you gotta give them credit. Even though itong Pasay was a little passive, they forced a lot of turnovers. And then they were able to take advantage of those turnovers by scoring 8. And at the same time, putting pressure at the rim. No? And at the same time, itong Marikina getting fouled a lot, getting to the line 11 times, making 10, while Pasay only 1 for 3 on the free throw line. Pasay shot the ball well. 47%, that's a very good clip, making 16 out of 34. 34% lamang itong Marikina.
Yes, free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliance brand ng Pilipinas. As Eric Pili sinks the second.
But those free throws obviously made up for the poor field goal shooting. They even led as much as 8 points in the first 5 minutes of this game, 11-3.
Yeah, but the biggest scoring run by Pasay was a 9-0 run. Para makuha, maidikit, 13-14 kanina. And that's been their biggest scoring burst. But they are known to come up with bursts.
Big quarters.
Yeah, big quarters here. They've done it against some of the best teams in the MPBL. They did it against Quezon here, and they also won against Abra here way back early in the season.
I remember, yeah.
And Axel Inigo, 8 points, 4.4 assists per game. Yeah, really solid 5 for Pasay. They have experience. Clearly, Lawrence Victoria is their go-to guy. Warren Bonifacio is fast emerging as one of the finest big men in the league.
Right. Inside and out.
Yeah, and
shoot the ball from the outside. Has also that back to the basket, even a face-up, go-to move.
And AJ Coronel, one of the finest defensive two-way players, defensive players in the league, and also score. So, ganda ng kombinasyon itong team na to.
Maganda yung balanse.
Saka bata.
Star in their roles, as a lot of coaches would describe.
Young legs.
And at the same time, tulad na nabanggit mo, alam nila kung kanino sila pupunta if they need a basket. Ay Victoria. And can even create for others. Inigo, obviously a guy who is not afraid of the big moments.
Coronel. Bigay kay Lawrence Victoria. Binabantay ni Jetro Escoto. Victoria. Shot clock winding down. Victoria off balance shot. No good. Escoto picks up a rebound while lying down on the floor.
Lift. Ganda nga nung rebound na yun.
41-30. Ang ganda sana doon kung natapos din ni Eric Pili ng basket.
Oo. Little hezzy move. Yan lang, lifting. Two makeable layups though missed by Lawrence Victoria. Makeable in his standards. Yung mga pasabit saka yung pag-initiate niya ng contact. No? Ang ganda kasi ng control ng katawan nitong si Victoria.
Inigo's taken over the past few possessions here for Pasay, and he's earning trips to the line. Axel Inigo. That's the first one to drop. 42-39. Pasay enjoying good support from the local government. I think Mayor Emmy Calixto Robiano is in the building. Kasama niya yung kanyang, the first gentleman of Pasay, Sir Egay Robiano. Pili shoots the three. No. And
Warren Bonifacio took a hit on the neck. But he still got the rebound.
Oh, sa kanya na napunta ang bola. Inigo knocks it down.
Unsportsmanlike foul. May timeout pero may signal ang unspo foul.
Let's check this one out. Ito yung three-pointer ni Inigo in semi-transition, but we were tracking down that shot and we did not see what happened after that sa mga pinakitang replay na yan. But Pasay now on top by 6. Presenting our Suzuki muscular and sporty fan of the game, just like the Avenis, do more and achieve more with a muscular and sporty scooter from Suzuki. The Avenis, oras na para magmotor.
Congratulations, no? Ang ganda ng week na to sa mga nanalo ng motor.
Oo.
Biruin mo, isang tira, isang motor kagad.
I think
Dalawa.
dalawa sa Batangas
Batangas, tsaka
and
San Juan.
this week.
Tama. Basta within a span of 1 week yun eh. Kasi
kaya nga
naalala ko yung last week, ay, sa Batangas yun. Tama.
Okay.
Tapos sa Caloocan yata yung huli.
Oh.
Review and sports
Within a span of 7 days yun.
Titingnan ko.
No, Binyan. Sorry,
Binyan.
Oh. Tsaka parang back-to-back days eh.
Kaya nga. So, confirmation on the unsportsmanlike call. Yun.
Hindi halata, Ang hirap tawagin nun,
Now, there was a initially, alam naman natin, sabi nga nila, paulit-ulit natin sasabihin. ang bawi ang laging nakikita.
Correct.
Lalo na pag ganun ka-obvious. AJ Coronel makes it an 8-point lead for the Voyagers. The possession will stay with the pink shirts.
Can you enlighten me? Because I don't have a rule book in front of me or in my phone. But what's the criteria of an unsportsmanlike two? Para matapon ang isang player.
Parang may intention to
So,
hurt.
okay, intention. Wala bang intention yun?
Pero hindi ganun ka-solid yung tama.
So, it also depends on the gravity.
Oo.
Okay. Okay.
Reverente at the line. Namintis ang unang free throw. Tama
So
ka
what,
talaga.
so what if, okay, what if there's an intention tulad nun, and then a brawl breaks out? Pero dahil doon,
And this is where I think yung game awareness ng mga game officials natin
Okay.
papasok. Because you triggered something like that,
okay,
there's a chance
so
that
it would still depend on the parang consequences of that
judgment.
action.
Yeah, it's still a judgment call. Inigo fades away, banks it in.
Or the sequence of events possibly.
Yeah.
No, as obviously action is picking up, especially for Pasay. Biggest lead for them, double digits, 11. Estacio, a little hang time.
Power move. Galing kay Aaron Estacio. Binitbit ang bantay.
Hindi ko talaga alam kung saan nahanap ni Coach Gino yung mga player niya sa Rotolak.
50-41.
Gino Manansala of St. Clair, now an assistant of Binyan.
Victoria, Bonifacio, ball fake, lumapit, jumper, halfway in, lumabas pa. Coronel, put back. And this is the type of game that we're used to seeing from Pasay here at home. Much better, intensity, and, you're seeing a lot of urgency right now from them. Reverente picks up the rebound.
Stasio trying to go 1 versus 5 on that possession, was not successful.
Lawrence Victoria. Inigo. Back to Lawrence. 8 on the shot clock. Hesse. Fade away. No. Casajeros comes away with the loose ball. RR. Foul plus the basket.
Good attack, but poor transition defense by the pink shirts.
Fast break of the game is brought to you by Sports Max, powered by Playmax, the official online entertainment partner of the MPBL. Win to the max.
So you just saw 3 pink shirts right there. And Victoria caught with his back, in front of Casajeros, and Casajeros completes the 2+1, and then the foul by Bonifacio to trim the lead down to 8.
And Cyrus Tabi, Jasper Salenga, and now Brian Hilario coming in for the trio of Bonifacio, Victoria, and Inigo. May konting pressure dito from Marikina. 52-44. Tabi, they go to Hilario against Bong Basco. 10 seconds on the shot clock. And Casajeros nearly got the steal there. Tabi launches the 3. It's good.
At times, the most dangerous guy on the floor on an inbounds is the inbounder. Cyrus Tabi just improves his position from out of bounds to inbounds. Open 3 on the quick pass back.
Casajeros, no good. Reverente with the rebound, and Don Reverente, reaches double figures in rebounds now. 10 in the ball game to go with his 7 points. Salenga. 10 on the shot clock. Tabi Launches the three again. Short this time. Rebound ni Casajeros. Takbo ang Marikina. Estacio. Runs into Salenga. I thought Salenga had really good position there.
Right, but yung sinasabi ng official number 22, yung kaliwang kamay niya, pulled itong si Estacio. And he quickly acknowledges. So, umamin Malike. Nakita mo, nagtaas ng kamay ni Salenga.
Oh.
So, pag umamin na.
Oo nga. Sige. Ganyan ka, ha? Estacio shot fake, lumapit. Estacio.
That's a foul on Salenga once again.
Salenga having quite a quarter defensively. Fouling ito si Estacio. Aaron Estacio sinks the first.
Let me just add to what I said earlier. We talked about Estacio.
And then we will discuss that after this report from Megan.
So Del, talking about Aaron Estacio, now he is juggling his college team, being a student and playing here in the MPBL, and he says na all out na siya on all fronts because it won't last forever. With Marikina being in the tail end of their campaign and this being his final year and final season in St. Clair, kahit nga raw pagod, he is making the most of it. And kung meron nga raw siyang excited makatapat ngayon, it's actually Paul Manalang dahil classmates nga raw sila nung high school. Dati raw varsity si Paul at si Aaron non-varsity. Kaya naman excited siya, magka-level sila ngayon. Sa Devon, Coach Christian.
Nice move there from Aaron Estacio. And thank you so much for that report, Megan. So,
Right.
multitasker. Elite multitasker. By the way, Aaron Estacio. That will come in handy as you go through life, my friend.
That's true. That's true. Alam na alam ng partner ko yan.
Wearing many hats.
Right? And she mentioned, St. Clair, obviously Coach Gino Manansala, really a pillar ng eskwelalang yun. We mentioned it earlier, the list goes on. I mean, yung mga produkto ni Coach Gino. Ryan Suwal, Megan Galang, as Casajeros, it's another basket. Charles Burgos, John Rojas, Aaron Estacio, obviously Jam Hamito, Chris Biton, Jordan Rias, Aris Dionisio, Darwin Leonor, John Ambuluto, Jeff Pierres, Dennis Santos, Orin Katakutan, Jimboy Estrada, Irvin Valencia, Joshua Fontanilla, Prince Casin, Jude Zihalyare, Joseph Peña Rodondo, Bam Lopez, Aaron Decano, Luis Tapeño. Napakarami nun. Dalawang basketball team yun, ha?
By the way, Professor Luanzon, thank you for that roll call. As Jasper Salenga lays it in, and much to the delight of the first couple of Pasay, 59-48. Antindi. Antindi ang listahan na yun.
Siguro yung 15 doon, lahat doon, naglalaro talaga. Rotational players, mga 6 doon, go-to guys.
Yeah, there are players still in the PBA. For example, Aris Dionisio.
Right.
But, and of course, Jimbo Estrada.
Or who played there, Jam Hamito.
And is expected to lead Letran this season in the NCAA.
Right.
And Tapeño is serving his residency.
Who also played very well for Imos. And upon leaving, Imos not playing very well nung pagka-alis ni Tapeño.
The play of the game is brought to you by Suzuki. What a move here by Jasper Salenga, former Mapua Cardinal. Farnsworth offline on the 3. That's a foul on Vito. Medyo mahaba din itong quarter natin. And syempre, another homegrown star here. Warren Chenes. Pag narinig mong medyo may konting hiyawan, alam mo na yan. You have Hilario and Chenes on the floor. Homegrown players of Pasay and showing us what the MPBL is all about, showcasing homegrown talent.
Well, this has been consistent from really day one of season one, because the homegrowns, the advantage that they have is they have a connection with the crowd. Kapitbahay ko yan, kaibigan ko yan, kalaro ko yan, kamag-anak ko yan. Di ba? Maraming ganun eh. Taga dito yan.
Oo.
Yeah.
Charlesworth airballs the 3. Vitog saves it only to Shenes. And usually, ito si Shenes and Hilario, of course, they deliver. Ang ganda rin ng pinapakita nila when their number is called upon. Salenga.
Pasabit.
Ang galing naman nun.
Si Chris Paul yata idol na ito sa play net.
Medyo may exaggeration na si Chris Paul. Pati paa niya sumasabit.
I hate that call, by the way.
Well, I saw you use that move one time.
No.
Todo deny naman tong partner ko.
Find the clip. Hindi ka makakahanap na
Okay.
ginawa ko yan.
But I remember though how nagki-clip ka eh. Alam ko eh. Tapos you act like you're being fouled. But when in fact ikaw yung nanggulang. I saw it with my own two eyes on the court.
This is the problem when you have a reasonable friendship with your partner in the panel. So many makeup stories come up.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We're not making up things because Pasay is now on top by 11 and Aaron Estacio is the guest at the line.
Still their biggest lead. Second time already, 11-point lead. Estacio keeping them afloat. Off the bench today, Estacio, that was his 15th point. Not shooting the ball particularly well, but this is his 7th and 8th attempt at the line. 7 of 8.
Well, Estacio is a homegrown player, by the way, ng Marikina.
Right.
But, with the way he's playing, I'm pretty
Not for
sure.
long.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna get some offers next season.
No, yun palang sabihin ko eh.
Chienes could not get past Estacio. Bigay kay Reverente. Salenga, nakatalikod. Layup. No good. Here's Aaron Estacio. Bigay kay Casajeros. Evangelista with the pick. Casajeros, that high arcing three. No. Nagawan sa rebound. Ends up with Estacio. Estacio down the lane. Off balance shot. Won't go. Salenga. Nice forward pass from Reverente. Shenes, no look pass to Tabi for 2. That gets the crowd going. Evangelista. And Hilario staying strong defensively. Pasay can go for the last shot of the third. 11 points ang kanilang lamang dito. Tabi to Reverente.
Backdoor.
Nice. Tabi with the finish. Another great play there for Pasay. Well executed. And this is the quarter where
You were talking about. 28 points. Pasay.
Highlights of the game are brought to you by Sip Plus, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevate your hydration. Yes, 28 points.
Yeah, I knew you had it in you. You've always been a prophet.
Di naman. Grabe ka naman. But, of course,
No, it's been evident throughout the season ng Pasay. No?
this is a trademark quarter para dito sa Pasay. Third quarter score brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX. 2024 MPBL All-Star Game presented by CCAT will be at the Vitaliano Agan Coliseum in Zamboanga City, September 7. Kita-kita tayo doon. 3-point shootout, slam dunk contest, all-executive game, and syempre the North versus South All-Star Game. Ang ganda ng laban. I think from what I'm seeing, the North has come up with a towering lineup.
Slaughter, Baltasar,
Aluceni, Bonifacio, Ballesteros,
tingin ko magagwardya si
Robbie Celis,
Si Baltasar.
Macaloni. Nice break as well as we start, the teams begin their build up to the playoffs. 18 all at the end of the first, 20 all in the second quarter, and Pasay 28-15 at big third quarter, spelling the difference dito sa ating laro. Tabi, Sobre Vega, binigay kay Hilario for 3.
Lakas.
Nodiniera, Evangelista.
Tough pass. Wow.
Oh, no finish though. Tabi. Sobre Vega to Bonifacio. Wide open. No. Osalenga climbing the ladder for that offensive rebound. And he may have hurt himself there.
He's fine.
Okay.
Napawaw lahat ng tao dun sa rebound.
Alam mong, yan yung sinasabi mong engaged na crowd dito. Hindi,
Galing sa labas eh.
It's not just the baskets, but plays like that, they energize the crowd here.
Kung paramihan ng wow, tingin ko si Victoria pinakamarami. Sa mga breakdown moves niya, those nifty finishes, especially in transition.
Paminsan-minsan, yung mga logo threes ni Inigo din.
Oo.
Sobre Vega, good line, and he knocks it down. John Sobre Vega. Talk about staying ready off the bench.
Right. Did not see action first 3 quarters.
Yeah.
Catch and shoot situation, his first attempt. And tulad ng sabi mo, good line, pasok.
Ang ganda dito because this will come in handy for Pasay as they try to get everyone their confidence in heading into the postseason. (69-53), 16-point lead, biggest in the ball game. Salenga, short. Napikan ng bola, ends up with Tabi. So Brevega will try again.
Heat check. Libre si Hilario dun sa short corner.
Sajeros. Good challenge by Tabi. Bonifacio rather. So ibigay kay Hilario. Against Pili. Hilario, jumper, short. Cordillera, rebound. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. And
ayan na, ito yung sinasabi natin. May tumatakbo sa gilid. Hindi ko pa nakikita, pero meron yan. Nag-cheer na yung crowd eh. Sino?
Elvin Chan.
See?
Elvin Chan.
Sorry. May naglalakad sa gilid.
Nice pass inside. Hilario.
Sorry, miss.
Pili. Inatake ang depensa ni Salenga, and he lays it in for 2. 69-55.
You got the drive right there by Pili. That was a 2 versus 3 break. One of the rare times we're in the 2 wins.
Bonifacio swings it over.
Turnover.
Vega, turnover. Napalitan ng tao dito. Victoria, Coronel, and Elvin Chan coming in for Salenga, Tabi, and Hilario.
It will be a crime not to love Elvin Chan. Don't you think?
Yes. And hindi lang natin natanong ngayong araw kung ano ulam niya kanina.
And this is no knock on him, but his personality is one of the intriguing players as he gets the rebound and he ignites the crowd. Not to mention high basketball IQ player.
Now, the first time ko na, before the MPBL, na-cover ko to si Elvin Chan in one of those...
A lot slimmer.
Yeah.
During those days.
Oh, and he was the star of that team, PMMS. In Las Piñas, I think. Oh, so yun yung... Sabi ko, kaya pala. I think Coach Marlon has been involved in that program also. No? This free throw is brought to you by Extreme Appliances ng Subok at kompletong appliance ng Pilipinas. He was playing alongside, I think I remember, Domark Matiliano. Yes, Enyo Laguirre also getting minutes here.
That's why it's important for young players. Whether you are used or not, ginagamit ka man o hindi. But if your relationship with your coach is intact and he remembers you having a good work ethic, kahit na hindi ikaw yung pinakamagaling, maayos ka na bata. As Juan Bonifacio, the recipient of a drop pass.
Daniel Aguirre.
Right there by Aguirre. What's my point here? Relationships can come a long way. It can even give you a job. Now, if Elvin Chan was in any other team, baka hindi siya kunin. Pero tulad nga nung nabanggit mo, that because of the history and because kilala na siya ni Coach Marlon, he's been with Pasay for the last 3 seasons, 4?
Yeah. I think he's been here from the start.
From the start.
Oh.
Right?
And obviously a lot more slimmer from the...
Right. And he used to be a rotational player.
Yeah.
And a serviceable one too. But the pandemic happened, and just like many.
Yeah. So Miles Cañal comes in. 73-56. Coronel nagbababa ng bola. Chan. Iyawan ng tao agad. Aguirre.
I would love to see Pasay set up a play for Elvin Chan. Something off ball, wherein they're going to set 2 or 3 screens for him. He's going to pop out and shoot a 3, and then he's going to backpedal going back and have his hands up.
Let's see if that happens. 3 seconds in the shot clock of Pasay.
I like how you imagined it while I was telling the story.
Siyempre. We'll be right back. Babalik ang Liga ng Bawat Pilipino dito sa Cuneta Astrodome in Pasay City. Third game ng inyong Friday triple header. Elvin Chan for 3. It's good!
What did I tell you?
Elvin Chan and backpedal. Raise your hands. Raise your arms. No! That felt like a championship.
Yeah. It was not complete in detail how it happened, but it was close. It was close. There was no 2 or 3 screens. Inbounder again.
Same play as
play.
Tabi earlier.
Right? And how about the bounce? A little bit, a little suspense to it. May baril.
The shotgun was out.
Kung araw kay Inigo, shotgun. Oh my gosh. Bakit shotgun? Di ba usually kanuban yun?
No.
Yung dalawang baril.
I like that you are enjoying this game, partner. You may be enjoying this game too much. Chan again.
Isa ba?
No. Here's Victoria. 20-point game here, and Victoria steps back. No good on the 3, and last touch ni Kanyal.
Hey, in a professional level, just like our league, the entertainment part of it plays a crucial role
Yes, absolutely.
in our 3 games a day task.
Hey, you gotta find a silver lining every day.
Di ba?
It's just there's something to be happy about every day. You just have to find it,
Correct.
you know.
Ayan. Oh,
And today, your happy pill is Elvin Chan.
right? Hindi lang ako Etong buong crowd na to.
Shienes picks up his dribble.
What a
Elvin.
pass.
I wanna see Elvin Chan on the low block.
Post up, no?
Oh, please give us that. Aguirre launches the 3. The shot clock was winding down. Estacio. Casajeros drives. A lot of contact there. 2 free throws para kay RR Casajeros. Na AJ Coronel. Napituan ng foul. Paul Mananang, the schoolmate of Aaron Estacio. Back in the game. And I'd like to give a quick birthday shout out kay Kevin De Leon, the son of Roel De Leon, our slow-mo operator.
Ano ni Kimpi?
Tanungin natin si Kuya Roel.
Ano natin?
Lalayo pa ba ako? Yung buhok ng katabi ko, parang Kimpi. Di ba?
Tama.
Yung katabi ko naman,
Ano?
wala na lang kasi may sasabihin pa sana ako. It relates to hair, so I can't say anything.
Jo Marie ako, Jo Marie. Jo Marie Chan.
Uy, malapit na. Kumakatok na. Lalabas na, ha?
Ilang araw na lang.
Ilang araw na lang. Handa na ba kayo? Oh, Daniel Aguirre. Throwback move to his Mapua days there. Estacio. Jumper won't go. Kanyal with the rebound. Manalang to Elvin Chan. Chan. Naagaw ni Aaron Estacio. And Vito lays it in. Estacio, Vito. Shienes, atake. Back shot, good. Boss Lavin Castro. Good evening sa'yo, nanonood.
Kumusta po?
Part of that ownership group ng Pasay Voyagers. Always, ramdam mo talaga suporta dito sa Pasay.
Yeah.
From the LGU, kasama na dyan yung management group nila. Ooh, a lot of contact there. May foul.
What I like about Pasay, aside from the crowd, as we mentioned, they're one of the more stable teams, if not the most stable teams in the MPBL. And, it's always been said that leadership starts from the top. The players are the end product. But before you reach yung end product, yung proseso para makarating dito, napaka-crucial yung decision ng itaas at yung leadership ng itaas.
Yeah.
Not only to start something but to sustain it. And, you know, Pasay has done a wonderful job of starting this, sustaining this, and has been, you know, a consistent winning team, really. Especially under Coach Marlon Martin.
Yeah, and may timeout muna tayo. 80-60. There's a little over 2 minutes remaining in this ball game. Eric Pili and Lawrence Victoria in our player matchup. Lamang si Eric Pili 13-6 in terms of scoring, but you know it's Victoria's team in the lead.
Well, it's been a struggle for Lawrence Victoria. Limited minutes for him. Close to 29 minutes per game. Lawrence Victoria, but only, you know, played 20 minutes and change. 1 for 11 para sa kanya for 6 points, as you see.
But alam
But
naman natin,
their team is up by 20.
alam naman natin that you know for Coach Marlon, kahit 1 of 11 yan, walang problema si Coach Marlon dyan.
Yeah, especially
down the stretch, he'll still go to his go-to guy.
Right. And especially if your team is up, you know, by 18.
Pero syempre, nandito na tayo sa last 2 minutes, brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball and partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX.
Ayan na.
Elvin Chan inside the paint. Finds Sobrevega.
Alam mo, duda na ako eh. Palagay ko may nakikinig sa Pasay. Feedback dun sa likod. Baka, ay, etong gawin nyo.
Na-mention
Joke lang po.
sa panel. Siyempre yung kaibigan nga natin na si Boss Lavin Castro. Nagpapa-shoutout Henry, Christian, Ryan, Doc Bang, and Paul. Supporters ng Pasay Voyagers. On their way to another victory. Sienes with a steal. Oh, lagpas ang layup. Sobrevega could not complete it. Canyal with a steal. John Sobrevega. Kick out. Sienes. No. Going back the other way. Sabale. Evangelista now with Casajeros. Eric Pili. Sabale for 3. And Canyal with a rebound. And under a minute remaining. Sobrevega. A lot of contact on that layup. Back the other way, Marikina. Casajeros again.
Both teams, in the dying seconds, nagpalitan ng mintis. No? Napagod na itong huling dalawang grupo.
Elvin Chan launches the 3.
There
It's
you
good!
go. There you go. That's the way to end the night.
Thank you, Elvin Chan. Sancho Vitog scoring. And Pasay will pick up win number 16. That's one shy of their record last season. They finished 17-11 last season, and they, ended up as a 7th seed. And with a few more games to go, they can surpass that sa season na to. And alam natin, all the games from here on for them will be very important with positioning.
Well, they can win as much as 19 as they have 3 more games remaining. And for our best player of the game,
Jasper Salenga off the bench of scoring 14, and our best player of the game is brought to you by Daily Fantasy. Dito sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro. Salenga, kita mo lang yung intensity niya, that drive. Alam natin na medyo passive ngayon Pasay in the early goings, but
he was not one of them.
Pakitang ginas. Final score brought to you by GameX Sports, the official online basketball ending partner of the MPBL. Basta ending, GameX, Pasay winning 83-64. Let's go to Megan.
So Del, kasama ko nga ngayon, our Daily Fantasy best player of the game, Jasper Salenga. Jasper, nung halftime talagang magkatabla pa tayo ng ng kalaban natin. Pero pinaalala sa inyo ni Coach na this is not what a team that wants to go to playoffs will play like. So paano nyo nalabas yung playoffs Pasay dun sa second half na yun?
Yun nga, kilalang-kilala na namin si Coach M eh. Pagka hindi niya gusto yung mga nakikita niya or yung mga nagiging resulta, nagagalit siya. Pero in a good way naman. Kaya tinitake lang namin as positive, tapos nag-usap-usap kami, nag-huddle kami, tapos gagawin namin kung ano yung gagawin namin itong second half. Tapos priority namin is yung depensa talaga.
Nung second half, dumating na si Mayor Emmy Calixto Rubiano, and at the same time, talaga na-engage niya yung crowd. So ano masasabi mo sa impact nun sa laro ninyo? Siyempre,
sobrang laking impact nun lalo na kay Mayor Emmy. Siya yung sumusuporta talaga sa amin. Kaya lahat ng game namin is para sa kanila, para sa community, Pasay community lang.
Siyempre, yung mga gusto mong batihan at pasalamatan, ito na yung chance mo.
Siyempre, binabati ko nagpapasalamat ako kay God, sa amin niya binigay yung panalo. Nagpapasalamat din ako kay Boss Egay and Mayor Emmy Calixto Rubiano, Expedia Management Investment, My Pet Space Pet Hotel, NCR Dental Clinic, LCR Waters, Tela Athletics at Boss Big Boy. Binabati ko din yung family ko, para sa inyo to, Salenga family, De La Cruz family, kuya ko na nasa ibang bansa, sa pamangkin ko na napakakulit kay Kali and Michelle, sa parents ko, sa kuya ko, sa ate ko, sa mga kaibigan ko, Red Paddle Family, Team Energy, Barangay de la Paz Norte. Yun lang, di ko na kayo may isa-isa. Kay Paring Dex, Pops Rad, tsaka kay Pops Jericho. Special mention. God bless us all.
Thank you so much. Congratulations once again to you and your team. Once again, our Daily Fantasy Best Player of the Game. Dahil dito sa Daily Fantasy, hawak mo ang laro sa Delphin Coach Christian.
Thank you so much, Megan. And 9-0 na ang Pasay Voyagers dito sa kanilang bahay. And some big teams there going down. Abra, Davao, Quezon, and Parañaque. And you can consider Pangasinan as well. And, Marikina, the latest victim dito sa bahay ng Voyagers at the Cuneta Astrodome. Games tomorrow. Biyahing Quezon ng inyong liga at the Quezon Convention Center in Lucena. Binyan takes on Bicolandia in the first game. The Abra Weavers and the Zamboanga Master Sardines go at it at 6 p.m. A very intriguing battle. And at 8 p.m., the Quezon Huskers host the Nueva Ecija Rice Vanguard. So another great day of basketball wrapped up dito sa Cuneta Astrodome. San Juan winning over Pampanga earlier. That was a big win, and that solidifies the Knights' position at the top of the North. And Pasay staying perfect at home. Caloocan also winning tonight. And for my partner, Christian Luanza, courtside reporter, Megan, and syempre, sa mga kasama natin dito sa MPBL, maraming salamat sa inyong pagsuporta at pagsubaybay sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. Ito po sila saying good night from Pasay.